Welcome to Role Reversal, the challenge series where we play to the entirety of Genshin Impact with all of the characters' roles swapped. Now, as you may or may not know, every character in this game has a role, like DPS, sub-DPS or support, and the gameplay of those characters evolve around that specific role and that influences your playstyle with those characters. Yeah, well, we're gonna ignore all of that. Basically, we're gonna take the role of any character from an element and swap it with a different role of another character from the same element, which also means partially adopting their playstyle. Our main goal in this challenge is to beat floor 12 of the Spiral Abyss with this seemingly simple yet difficult challenge. Am I gonna be able to clear floor 12 of the Abyss and possibly prove that less popular characters have the potential to clear the most difficult content in this entire game? Or am I gonna make a fool of myself in the process? Well, stick around and find out. I do have a vague idea of what I'm gonna do starting off the playthrough. I'm thinking of having the Traveler be the main DPS of the party, since most of the elements you can resonate with are support oriented. I say most because of from what I've seen, Hydro Traveler is mostly used as an on-field DPS, so I'll be used to use them as a sub-DPS using their burst, which isn't the best, if you know you know. I'm thinking of having Ember as a burst sub-DPS similar to Xiangling, but her burst duration ends before I'm able to deal massive amount of damage like I'm planning. Her burst does deal damage and apply lots of pyro while she's off-field, since she has rapid pyro application. I'm able to more or less use it in combination with Lisa though. Speaking of Lisa, I hadn't thought much about her, mostly because of her kit and constellations are a bit contradictory for this challenge. Looking at her kit alone, she's meant to be some kind of support character, mostly because of her 4th Ascension talent reducing enemies' defense when they're hit by her burst. However, her constellations focus on her becoming a DPS or even a sub-DPS. At the time, I didn't do any research other than looking at her in the in-game, and I decided to play this as a main DPS and to be her similar to Sino, when I should have used her like Beidou and elect those sub-DPS whose damage counts for their burst. Speaking of characters I had trouble deciding how to play with, Noelle is a bit all over the place. She's a shielder, a healer, and a DPS all at the same time. Looking at theory crafting sources like Kaching Mains didn't help me much, since Kaching Mains showcases all 3 of those playstyles and not a main role. But judging from the majority of cases I saw Noelle being used and looking at her constellations, which most of them are focused on damage, I've come to the conclusion that Noelle is tilted more towards DPS than the other aspects. As such, I'm gonna be using Noelle purely for shielding, and I'm planning on bringing her like Zhongli, even if her shield isn't as strong as his. I do plan on getting more characters and level up my adventure rank as quickly as possible so I can get started with the Spiral Abyss. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, we only have these 3 for the time being. And so, after we meet Amber, we take care of the nearby healing trails, go to the monster for the first time, chat with Amber some more, find an ancient god spell while making sure the entire city doesn't get destroyed. You know, the usual stuff, just another day at the office. And before I know it, I unlock the wishing system and instantly use my 10 free wishes on the Noelle banner, only to be met with disappointment. However, Noelle will help me a lot when it comes to survivability. We won't be taking any L's while Noelle is in the party, that's for sure. Anyway, our next destination is Amber's trial domain, and I'm required by the game to go there to continue the story and to progress to the game, so it's important to go there as fast as possible. And so I go to the furthest possible statue of the 7, collect enough animalculate to upgrade it twice, which takes me around 20 minutes to do it. Anyway, Amber's character trial. Trivial. Amber's off-field damage combined with my Traveler's on-field damage made the entire domain a walk in the park. Next domain in the game wants me to go is Kaya's. Now here's a little small fun fact for you guys. The intended order you need to follow during this part of the game is Amber, Kaya, and then Lisa. If you do it any other order, a future cutscene will be bugged out. You won't be soft-locked or anything, but the cutscene won't look as intended. So anyway, let's go to Lisa's domain before Kaya's. Nothing worth mentioning happened during Lisa's trial domain, other than, you know. Oh, I'm a wet enemy, alright. I mean what? Just don't hit the explosive barrel, that's all I ask. Kaya's domain is next, and I expected more combat, but there were no enemies. Only puzzles, if you can even call them that, where you need to use Kaya to progress. Obviously, I used Kaya a lot. Oh no, fire, whatever am I gonna do? Oh no, fire. Whatever am I gonna do? Whatever am I gonna do? Anyway, I did some more exploring after this, unlocked some more teleport waypoints, and did some boring and simple quests, you know, regular new account stuff. Now, what you're about to see is something I'm not really proud of, and I still feel ashamed of my decisions to this day. So if you don't want to cringe at me doing this, I recommend you to close your eyes for the next 5 seconds. 5-star. Damn it, I think I went cold for a second there. I got pretty much nothing from that temple. Anyway, after that disappointing order of events, and after I got my 10 free thunder pools, I let my reaction at the time describe how I felt. Let's just be happy that I'm gonna get a 5-star in this temple. Yeah, see? Definitely, and it's definitely gonna be... Who do I even want? Hold on, who do I even want? So wait, so we have, what, Mona? I guess we can do Mona DPS, also Thrilling Tales, nice. We have Chi-Chi, which I guess, I mean, I did say I'm not gonna be mad if I get Chi-Chi, but still, Dea, I'm not gonna be able to use her much though, but she's gonna be nice. There's Diluc. I don't know, well, let's just see who I get. The Bay Club, it's a good sign. And another Thrilling Tales. It's looking like a Mona. And it's definitely looking like a Mona. Come on. I'm gonna be so mad if I get Mona. Because I don't have her on my main account. Come on, another Harbinger of Dawn. Official, okay. Official, sure. Damn it! I'm not sure how I'm supposed to feel about getting Dea. She's a unique case like Noelle. Her kit pushes her towards a more defensive or supportive role, while all of her constellations are towards the offensive side. She can't make up her mind on what she wants to be, and I'm not sure how I'm supposed to use her. As much as I like Dea as a character and how much I enjoy playing with her, I might have to bench her, unfortunately. But leave a comment down below about how we should approach characters such as her. Oh, also we got official, which is not completely useless to me. I can try a physical official build or even machine gun official with a C1, which could prove to be better than any of the characters I have at the moment. Anyway, after this we meet with a tone deaf bard, and this time I actually go along with what the game wants me to do, because I feel like I was sidetracked from the start. I managed to go to the stuff section without getting caught once, and after that I go to Diluc's story domain, where I am not allowed to use Diluc. A ruin guard, an entire domain, and 10 billion years of climbing up a mountain ladder, I finally... Well, that was not part of my plan. Oh, and welcome to the most annoying mechanic for new players, locking things behind AR levels. It has to be my favorite mechanic in the entire game. We need more of this. Anyway, I needed a higher AR to finish the monster Alco quests, so cue the montage. It's fine. I need to go.
Here's the blacksmith.
I'm gonna be doing the commissions. First commission on this account. Done. It's so peedy. There you go. The third one. Crack. Easy commission. Just. That's kind of still first one. Anyway, AR-14. Nice. Very nice thing I need to do react match. Alright, next commission is right here. Okay. It's only viable DPS, only 1 damage. Not this. Yeah, the only powerful character I really have is... Oh my god, what is this? I got 18, nice. That probably lasted 10 or so seconds. Oh, and for anyone wondering, it took 3 days to get the footage for the short montage. Anyway, back to the story. Remember this guy? Yeah, we're gonna knock on his door. How do I know his address, you might ask? Yeah, we don't talk about that. Anyway, we do 4 puzzles and almost die twice, but we make it to the boss fight. Now, it didn't take long to find Venti's role in a party, unlike a certain someone. A quick Google search and a quick look on catching mains tell us that Venti should be used as a sub DPS or support for your main DPS. So you know what that means. Venti main DPS. Now that we killed Venti and have a 1 for our rest, we can go back to Mondstadt and return to Lair. We, borrowed. Yeah.
The Holy Liar! Oh, Lord Barbados! Even if I atone for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
God, I wish that was me. I mean, what? And that concludes the Mondstadt Archon quest. The next part of the story takes place in Liyue, so if you guys want to see that, make sure to like the video. Liyue video at, let's say, 10 likes? But I digress. With the Archon quest being at its end, this video is also reaching its end too. But I need to ask you guys to like the video if you liked it and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. It means a lot and you don't know how much it helps me if you do that. Oh, and I also try a new type of video format, so do tell me if you guys liked it and want to see more videos like this. Alright, well, I will see you guys next time.